IG, TikTok, YouTube. What's happening, everybody? See what the vibe is gonna be today, man. Another episode of Real Talk Live on Sunday, to where I touch on a little bit of issues, couple of different issues. Like we go over a little bit of politics, things going on in the world, lawn care community, a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? On a universal basis. So, my banners up on YouTube. Hang on. Trying to keep this thing going on here too. Let me see my banner. Put it right there. Yeah, okay. Now, for those who don't know who I am by now, it's your man John Crawley, one man, one more landscaping. I am that guy self-made out of Nashville, Tennessee. Definitely putting on for the city. It's another episode, like I said before. This is something I've been doing on Sundays. I get a chance to kind of kick back, get a little outside of what I normally be on, and that's talking about during the week, which is my profession, lawn care, lawn maintenance, the industry that helped change my life. So definitely putting on for it for straight up. What up, DH and everybody else, you know what I'm saying? What up, sir? Do well on. What up, do well? What up, family? On TikTok, trying to multitask here. And so what I like to always do is just, especially when I start off the show, I always like to give a spotlight of the week. Just somebody, either I've been vibing out with, somebody that did something in my life to kind of hit me out on something. So I really ain't thought about it not too much, but we just do it on the spot right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a spotlight of the week. Let me see who I'm gonna give it to. I've been communicating to a lot of people online that I'm cool with in different cities. We gonna give it to one of them. I think about the most. This time, man, I'm gonna give it to my guy DS, man, David Smith out of Arkansas. I'm gonna give it to to DS today, man. Dude is a solid dude, man. He got a good heart, got a great family. Was able to meet his kids and everything in Louisville. He threw a mad barbecue. He threw a mad cookout. You know what I'm saying? Look, coming together thing that he did on the first day we got up there. And when I tell you the food was delicious, he always called me, check on me, make sure I'm straight. Always was, you know what I'm saying, in the background, just supporting me. So I'm gonna give it to my guy DS out of Arkansas, man. He's spotlight of the week, man. He's solid as they come. I ain't gonna even lie. Him and his whole family. So that's what we're gonna get spotlight of the week. So let me see here. Let me see where that's kind of going. Oh man, let's we go back up again, man. We're gonna talk about Equip Expo, man. We just go ahead and open up the floodgates. Because normally on this podcast, right, on this show, right, it's not a podcast, on my real talk. You know what I'm saying? That's coming in due time. But on the real talk, I like to touch on issues that a lot of people were like really scared to talk about. So let's back it up to the expo. You know what I'm saying? And kind of give some insight again on why I did what I did up there. And why I put on the way that I did, why I had my own exhibit, why I did the ball and things of that nature. Let's back up. I'm gonna take y'all down memory lane the last year when I first went to the expo. Y'all stay with me on this story. When I first went up there, you know what I'm saying? Because I really just got full fledged online with the lawn care community. I went up to the expo. When I tell y'all the experience was not all peaches and cream as it was painted from my experience that I underwent. And a lot of people feel the same way this year. I'm just gonna go on and open up the can of worms because shit just gotta change. But when I went up there the first year, I felt like when I walked around there, it was cool, it was a good vibe. I was starting to make my presence, kind of like online and everything. But it's not even about that. The relationships that I built up there, what made the whole trip go successful. My issue that I had up there on the first run was with the booths, the exhibits of the big brands and how not inviting they were to me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really welcome me to the booths really. Like I've seen them welcome other ethnic persuasions to the booths. And then sometimes Like they made me feel like I was a fixture on the wall when I walked up trying to get insight on some of these on some of the brands and everything. And I was looking at it like this ain't right here. So I was moving through there, and this was not like no one off or nothing like that. I'm talking about like 90% of the booths was not inviting to me. And I was talking to other people that looked like me, same ethnic persuasion. They was feeling the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, we spend our money too. It's like they go straight past us to talk to the person that don't look like us, man. I was looking. I'm telling you, this stuff happens so many times. Then listen, I'm not blaming the brands. Don't get it twisted. I'm just identifying what happened to me last year. I'm just bringing y'all up to speed on what I did this year. That's it. But some of the actors that they had in place represent some of these larger brands. They made it so obvious on what the situation was, and I was like, man, I didn't feel real good about it. Then I did I did they did an interview with me, which was spinning all from last year because I was excited about going, but I just know that energy and that vibe that I really felt down there, and I shouldn't have felt like it when I'm going to an event to find out about the up and coming products and everything because I'm really in the game. That's how I'm feeling. But they didn't make me feel welcome down there. A lot of them booths didn't. Exmore, Skate, all of them, they did not make me feel welcome. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of the Big John, none of them. Made the only brand that felt like they treated me with respect and somebody equal was Bad Boys. They was the only brand that I can remember last year that gentleman came up really inviting, really intuitive, trying to engage with me personally. The other brands, they went to people beside me that didn't look like me and engaged with them. And I'm like, every booth is doing me like this. Now listen, I'm not saying this, I'm just telling y'all how I felt. Now, I'm not the only one. There were several other people that looked like me that felt the same way when they went to the expo last year. Pissed me off so bad when I left there, but I didn't really say that because I tried to keep it positive. I didn't gripe on that. I didn't do none of that. So this year, fast forward this year, I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna have my own booth down there. You know what I'm saying? My own exhibit. And I'm gonna make sure that we do not treat other people as those booths did me last year when I was down there. Because I said before I'm able to talk about the experience that I had and how I know race was a factor in this. I seen and I felt it, and other people that looked like me felt the same way. So this ain't no one-off, man. I knew there was a factor, but I told myself in my booth, we go invite and we go greet everybody like they somebody. We not go look at them differently because of ethnic persuasion. Bro, I just had to lead by example. So, and that's what I did this year. And then in doing it, I also want to put on an event like with people that's looking good since every time people see us, we don't have on the attire like some of these other big functions, but we can have it on too. So I created that environment, man, and I'm so glad that I did because that's going to expand when it comes to next year, when it comes to the L&L ball. It's going to be bigger and it's going to be more elaborate next year, and I'm looking forward to already making the arrangements for it right now. But but that expo last year it caught me off guard with some of the big brands, and it's not the brands actually. I'm gonna throw that out there again. It's nothing against the large brands, but it was the people that they had representing them brands. Dude, I'm telling you, they was not inviting to me last year, and then someone was on that same stuff this year too. But except I didn't really feel it because I was a little bit differently down there this year, so I didn't really experience it like how I did last year when it was my first time coming and I got the vibe like man, it's like it's not inviting really at these booths, really the exhibits. Like if you look different, then it's more inviting for you. Because a lot of times, like they more willing to go up and give them like the people who don't look like me, y'all willing to go up and shove hats and stuff like that to the other people. But when I've seen instances when I walked up, like it was like they was non-existent, or when other people walked up, it seemed like they was having a hard time, feeling like they were fixture on walls too at the expo. And I'm just telling you my experience. A lot of people they didn't have my, but I know what I feel like. So When going back up there this year, hammered it down, and me and my team, we already knew what the deal was. We want to make sure that like literally everybody was invited into the booth. Like everybody felt like they was family to where they could let their hat on and be themselves when they came to the one man, one more booth. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't none like it. It wasn't none of that vibe on like I experienced at the other exhibits. For real, it wasn't any of that. So, but I led by example. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just talking about what the problem is. I actually went down there and showed what you could do to solve this and just treat everybody like they somebody, bro. Like, and that shit pissed me off so bad last year to where like it made me have to pull my trigger and make sure I had my own exhibit down there to lead by example. That's the reason why I did it this year. It wasn't because no. It was to make sure that people didn't get left out. Now, if that group, if you want to classify in the group, is to make sure the people that look like me did not get canceled out like that, bro. And we somebody out here. We respect all and we support all. But like we can't be that was low down on how I got treated. I know at least 15 to 20 other guys that got treated the same way down there because we look this way. Because we don't carry ourselves like everybody else. We different. You know what I'm saying? It's like cultural thing. Everybody do things differently. They gonna get mad at me because I'm gonna open up them can of worms, but like that's the only reason something gonna happen. And I be seeing the stuff that be going down, and I don't be want to say nothing. I be trying to let people live. I promise I do, but the shit be low down out here for real. And I experienced it at that damn expo. For real, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. So, but I did not stop going. I still supported it, and I went up there and I led by example. That's what I did. It ain't none of that bashing it without coming with no solutions. Now I ain't do it like that, but a lot of these brands, some of y'all actors that y'all have in place, is making y'all look real bad out here. Maybe you don't care, you don't have to care. I get it, but I'm telling you, I be noticing, and I can talk about. I can have a voice because I'm not lying about nothing that I experienced, and I know the other guys who came up and talked to me, they not lying either. They don't have no reason to lie about them experiences like that. Who would want to experience that for real? And it's interesting. So. And I always want to reiterate, like I'm not looking to bash him. I'm not looking to talk down upon him, but like I'm just presenting y'all some information. That's it. It can easily be corrected, man. It's so easy, but I just know the division in this country is so diabolical. Like the separation is so real, and this shit is so baked in. Like it's gonna be, it ain't nothing that's gonna happen overnight. I'm telling you that right now, because I be experiencing it still. It's nothing that's gonna happen overnight. But if people keep turning, if people keep turning a deaf ear to it, bro, like, or there ain't nobody saying nothing, or ain't nobody got the confidence to say nothing because they worrying about fucking up an opportunity they got with some of these larger companies. It's like nothing to never get done about it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't doing this for to just get deals and stuff like that, which is gonna happen over time anyway. How I feel like what I'm going, but I am gonna just speak on what's really happening out here. You said most whites think they are better than other races. I can see that, man. I can see it's like really baked in. It's really it's so baked into this country. I don't care what nobody say. They can act oblivious. They can say whatever they want to say, but it's so baked into this country that you can't deny it, man. For real, you see the level of division it is out here. Now, if you hear about the stories on how some of these races talk about other races when they not when nobody around, y'all will be floored, man. Y'all wouldn't even believe it if you hear how some races drop that nigga word when other races ain't there when they congregate amongst themselves. Now it's freedom of speech. You are who you are. If that's what you do, hats off to you. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But your mentality of a whole other races does not affect me any. Because I still get levels of opportunity. But just throwing it out there, there's so many stigmatisms that's in place regarding it. And a lot of people know. They know. They don't want to say nothing, but they know. You know what I'm saying? That they be in the situation, they hear how other races be getting bashed. They know, they know. Like, and it's what can you do with that when you got the older generation just so stuck in their ways and they bashing because they went through a period of time. And that's all really they know. But then if you look at the makeup on how things are set up, how can it not be so baked in? You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, then if you put yourself in the other shoes race and you got to go up against the grain like it when it's so baked in to where the level of opportunities is not as great as it is for other categories. It ain't nothing. I'm not throwing it out there to bash, but this is just what it is, man. I can't make this because I can't make this stuff up. It's too many people that go through it and deal with it. But at the end of the day, this is what I can say about this. I can't even lie. This is what I can say because it's like that, and that's how it is out here in the world of society. It forces one ethnic persuasion to have to work so hard to just get opportunities. But stay with me on this. Stay with me on this. This is the kicker part. What happens when somebody have to work it hard? Your level of determination and grind, it runs so much deeper because you do have to work it hard and overcome so much to where like some people they don't even understand the benefits that they in there because of a certain ethnic persuasion. But because some people have to work it hard, you become really skilled and you become really skilled at what you do. And they can't take away them experiences that you had to overcome, and that makes you more stronger. When you get there to whatever goal that you working hard, you striving to get there, you really, really know your shit. You're so on top of it because you have to. You see what I'm saying? Just to get close to the starting line, you gotta fly. And it's okay because but it's a lot better than how it was a long time ago, and it's continued to get better. You see what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, but it's just what it is. I'm not trying to gripe on it, but I'm just identifying and just let everybody know. Like, don't try to look at it in a state like that because it is what it is. But just do what you can to just try to maneuver, and you still go get to your destination regardless. Because you just always have to understand everybody doesn't think like it. You know what I'm saying? There's other people that actually put themselves in the other shoes and understand. It's people like that that's out here. But you got a bunch of people out here that still with that old division type shit, and that's what's kind of driving and pulling things right. At least my perspective on what I be seeing. So I think that's sweet. We go change the subject right now on the night. I want to read some comments. What up, see? What up, Harrison Property Management? What up, man? Go through a couple comments real quick before we change the topic. One of their YouTube guys was a dick to my wife. Can you guess why? For real? Hold on, Lone Wolf. Oh, dog, bro. I'ma inbox you. For real to your wife? Nah, bro. Y'all some good people, bro. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Somebody on YouTube? Ooh, hope it wasn't. We gonna talk later on about that, man. Hopefully there was a misunderstanding or something, man. I really I hate that, but I know some guys, bro. Everybody's different. That's all I can say, Lone Wolf. If you still on here, a lot of people is different and how they interact with people. And I'm starting to understand and notice there's a lot of individuals that's in the game. They really not that inviting, or sometimes it's like situations they get placed in. It can do something to somebody's mental, so or how they view things. So I hate that. I really hate that happened. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they didn't ruin your experience. You know what I'm saying? For real. Hopefully they didn't ruin your experience, brother. Cause y'all some good people, man. I was glad when I ran into you and your wife, bro. Y'all too solid. I say a lot of sensitive people. Yeah, man. Like, we gonna talk, bro. We gonna rap hard. Let me go over here to Facebook. It is that big veil. Hey, shout out to Max B, man. Max B he just did come home, man. It's an artist that I used to follow back in the day. He done probably did like 16 years, but I think he just got out today or yesterday, and I've been seeing the clips. of him and French Montana. They showing them love. I've been seeing everybody showing Bigger Bill love, man. That's the wavy season, man. That's Mr. Wavy Crockett right there. A lot of the music that's out right now. Hey, man, that was that Max B, man. Max was already on top of it. You right, K9. I'm gonna keep 100 with you, big bro. We need to start treating each other better first. The people that talk about the most look like me. And I understand your message right now, and it's the truth, but it starts with us, G. Oh man, listen to me, fam. Oh, Rayon, Mr. Plumber. Hey, listen, bro, you ain't tell no lie. If you want to get into that, see, I'm trying to warm up to like the avenues, but like I be loving like comments like that, bro, cause you are so correct. Us as a race, bro, like I can't say this because I can talk about us. We are some of the most crab in the bucket, have a crab in the bucket mentality that I've never seen before in my life. For real. Our people, bro, we so hard on each other, and we don't give each other the opportunity, and we don't respect one another like how we should. Really, it's like a division within a division of our people, bro. And like that's so true. That is so true. I'm gonna read the other man. You said white man can be 6%, black man gotta be 110 to be those. Okay, that I can see that too. That's a valid comment. But bro, we are so hard on each other and we don't give each other the opportunity. Or it's like if I can look at it on a big scale, on a big standpoint, it's like it's not that many. It's so hard for us to take the road to kind of to get to self-employment and to do things. And like a lot of times, man, we don't have no pathway kind of laid out, and or people don't keep it 100 on how hard it's gonna be in the level of opportunities. And then you got so many of it's really kind of hard to put a stamp on this thing, man. But like we are our own worst enemy. For real. We are. And it's our people, man. I respect it, but I ain't gonna dig into that right now. I ain't gonna dig into that. But boy, we got some crab in the bucket mentality when it comes to some of that stuff for real. You said you my dog day one. You said I'm gonna hit your line in a minute. All right, it's a big candle. Yeah, man, it can get kind of rough, especially when you get to the races and everything. And plus the stigmatism that's on the black race and the black culture is like such a bad stigmatism, like especially the inner city blacks. Like you ought to hear what they tell other countries about their viewpoint on us or how we need to move around and don't stay away from blacks because they rob, they steal. Like the stigmatism that other people, that other races talk about the black race is so astonishing to me, and how they group all of us in the same category together. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then if you go on the black end, I be hearing about blacks, they group all Caucasians in the same category, which they not all like it themselves, but all the black people are not like it themselves. Well, all the Hispanics are not like it, bro. It's like so many different divisions, but I understand the viewpoints and the stereotypes that be going around. And it be so crazy because I'm so glad that I got a good neutral stance on things because all my clients are different ethnic persuasions, bro, and they all respect me, and they gave me an opportunity to better myself. It just wasn't no one race. It wasn't just one race. It was all the races that gave me an opportunity. So, and I appreciate them for that. But if you're going off into like how it is out here in the world, bro, it's pretty diabolical. Like free the level of division, our people, white people, the Hispanics, the Asians, like the level of divisions. And one thing I can say, we are the most separated out of all the races. For real. Like it's more division in ours that I feel like it's in any of them. And I don't know why. I think it goes back in the how it was in the back in the day. I think it has a lot to do with it. That sown division from depending on what level of servitude you was in back in like the 80s. I think that like started the level of division to me, my perspective. And I feel like we've been trying to play catch up from that point. When people worked out in the fields and some people was in the house. I think from that total division on how we was against each other then, that shit kind of still carrying on like right now, for real. So, and then certain things tend to happen, shape the dynamics of this country, or like whole ethnic persuasion was always ruled out until kind of later on. when different rules and regulations got implemented in the Constitution. So it's totally different out here. But I understand and I talk about it because somebody got to say something. It's just I'm in lawn care and landscaping, but we got a voice too. See what I'm saying? He said definitely divided started from slavery. You're right, man. It's just perspectives, bro. You gotta throw that shit out there because it's true. It's true. And then you got people who handed down generations and everything on how they parents is, cause like, in different depending on what ethnic persuasion you with. Like you growing up in a black household, they might tell you that, the Caucasian, they just trying to do you in. You gotta always look out for the Caucasians. They trying to one up you. They don't never give you no opportunity. Like you hear this get drilled in you when you're young, that you gotta be on the lookout. And then if you go vice versa in the Caucasian household, they might be saying, you got to be careful about these niggas out here. They running around crazy. They'll go upside your head. You know what I'm saying? It's a different level of talks, how they talk on each other's race, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And I know about a little bit of each side of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people that's willing to talk about it. So it's just, bro, it's just so different out here. Not to stay on that race stuff, but the only way it's gonna be able to get better is if people is able to talk about it and just identifying what it is and just get to some type of midway point, and then it'll all work out. Because it's gonna be bad apples in the egg bunch. Like there's no getting around that. Like no matter what you do, it's gonna be some fucked up people on each side of the aisle. You know what I mean? It's just something you just gotta know how to maneuver and just get them people away from you so you can clear the pathway for you to do what you're supposed to do. See what I'm saying? You can't let you continue to worry about race and all of that shit because it's go keep you divided, and it's also gonna limit your opportunities because you don't know what somebody know and the level of opportunity they gonna give you, but you're not gonna take it because they're a different race. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy as hell. So so all it's crazy. All I probably is, bro. It's this table. My son down there hitting it too. Now doing the civil rights, we were tight welfare dividers in the late '60s. That's a good observation. But let me see what else I'm getting ready to steer this somewhere else. We might come back to that a little bit later on the real talk. That's a good topic right there. Let me see here. Let me go down my spot. There. Shit. I was finna steer to these politics right now. What's going on? You know what I'm saying, on a larger basis when it regarding these SNAP benefits. You know what I'm saying? The government shutdown, they said it's longest in history. You got all these constituents that a lot of people done voted them in and got everything logged in and can't come up to no mutual agreement. It's a power struggle of all power struggles for real. I ain't even lying. I haven't had time to really sit down and just read some of the bills that was trying to get passed. I didn't it's crazy, man, because the only thing I'm gonna say now regarding the SNAP benefits, man, really I hate it because a lot of the individuals that's receiving the benefits, they really need them. You know what I'm saying? But I can say that it's a lot of individuals that's on it to where they have been crippled because of the SNAP benefits. And a lot of people I know can do better than their situation. But you have some individuals that have a lot of children, and it's only so much they can do in a day with providing for their family. So SNAP benefits do help out a lot of individuals. I get that. But it seemed like that some people like they like really killing the system on abusing it. So you go take it out. Cause I think for me, my number, I think about 60% of the people that's on SNAP benefits really they need it. I think they need it. You got 40% that might be abusing it. But I just think it could be better regulations, but just to hold it up. And now people is worried about food and all that stuff. It's like really crazy to me. That they can come up to a mutual agreement. And it's just a power struggle over the big things that always get passed, like Medicare, Medicaid, and it's always a struggle about the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare. It's always a struggle about that. And think I heard some reports that the Republicans are tired of giving all the subsidies monies to the insurance companies. And me, I always knew that the insurance companies are running the whole country right now on how they infiltrated everything. So I can see some standpoints on that. But it's a lot of people that like literally they need them subsidies because it's so expensive for healthcare that it's so unregulated that we pay the most everywhere with health insurance. Like your health, like it literally, you will put yourself in a poorhouse trying to keep yourself alive. And I said this on, I think it was this morning on the live, like you could go to the hospital with a cough. You go to the emergency room with a cough or a sore throat or something like that. You finna leave up out of there with a bill for $700, $800. For real. Just if you go to the emergency room, which is crazy just for a cough. You know what I mean? So I can see, bro, it's like this healthcare is so ooh, like literally it's crazy. And then with SNAP benefits, bro, it's just even just thinking about it and talking about it, I can only say, man, I'm just so glad that I'm in a situation to where like I'm self-employed, to where like it doesn't really matter who's in office. Like I'm still gonna be okay. Because I just feel like a lot all 90% of of the people that gets placed in office, bro, they not benefiting the masses. Like I think that a lot of them is going for the minute few. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's how I see it because like man, for you to be juggling and y'all the ones that controlling all the power on who gets what, you are the government. Like the power struggles is so crazy out here right now, and just the American people is the ones that getting impacted by it. Some of them, the masses of them are, but you got small, minute few, or the ones who understand they able to maneuver and tread water through all administrations and everything on how the government is ran. It's really interesting out here. That's all I like to say. Democrats folded it. We'll reopen tomorrow. The airlines called them to get something done. They all fly. They started dividing the black family since slavery. Oh yeah, it ain't no. I'm see. It's really so hard. It has been like that since it's been so much damage has been done. It's been carrying on for like since a certain period of time, and that's true. That's true. I can still see it to this day. It's true. It's really true. It just really different, man. Like we live in a different time right now, for real. Like it's like division and race bait and everything is at its all time high right now. Everything is at a high, is at a boiling point. You got a whole ethnic persuasion that's villainized by ICE. You got ICE running amok out here, getting everybody out of the country, and then come in the legal way. Like it's crazy. Some people been here for a long time, but the individuals that say like the people that's been here for a while, they should have already had their citizenship and all of that. Like you don't know the level of fear that they go through when they have to go down there and sign up to get their citizenship, and then it don't work out, and then they go get booted back to the country that they don't have no opportunities or provide for their family. Like you got a whole nother level of fear that sinks in that a lot of people that fortunate that live here, y'all don't know about that. Like for real, y'all don't know about the different levels of struggles that those people have, and maybe you don't care. You don't have to care. The whole group has been villainized out here, and I had my fair share of just seeing some shit that you build up and they get tore down because of a group of people get villainized. For real, it's crazy. I experienced it. I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like it at all. So but I know a lot of people they support what's going on. So and there's people's God given rights. But I know if those people get placed in a compromised situation like the ones the villainized are, I bet they'll be singing a different tone. But you got a lot of people that they won't look on the other side and see what them people are going through. They only looking at it through a set of eyes or listening to some people spew out some garbage about a whole group of people and they believe it, they run with it. People are so lazy, they wanna do their own research and figure out for themselves, for real. And that's something I've learned because like, you listen to people tell you on how things are, this is how it is, this is how it is, but they don't be having no real insight on all the dynamics on what they talking about. They'll be going off of myths and theories. Cause so many people told me that I need to do it this way, do it that way, or you can't do it this way. And every time they said I couldn't do it a certain way, I went that direction and achieved it. And it's like, now you can't do it that way. For real, I've learned so much when people try to put their fears on you. That's a whole nother category that why I can talk about for a minute. It's just people trying to put fears on other people and trying to say you can't do something a certain way, and it'd be really hard to overcome that shit. Cause normally it'd be people close to you tell you you can't do something for real. So Ace, whatever that is, son, whatever it is, man. I was just talking to my mom about this today. Yeah, man. So the main thing about it is I know what helped me is like I just don't have people around me to just be hating on a lot of people who just try to discredit everybody that they see. I don't have too many of them guys around me no more. Or females around me to just try to discredit everything or just gloom and doom everywhere you turn is gloom and doom. I really don't have them type of people around me no more. It's all uplifting people and people that's really trying to do their thing and reach for the stars. That's all that I have around me right now. But it took me a while to understand that and really just start eliminate negative energy from around me, bro. And that really help you grow. And that's why I really don't look at the news too much. Cause I look at it now since I be doing my little spills on Sunday. But I really don't watch the news no more. I don't watch TV. I don't watch sporting events no more. I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a football game or better yet a basketball game. I don't watch TV no more. The only thing I do is I work my shit, what I work my motion that I'm doing, and that's it. And I feel like when the smoke clear, if I keep going on this pace, then I'm gonna have time to watch all the fun shit. But right now, them people getting paid, and I'm watching them meal doing, and I could be doing something else. It's just my mindset on what I be on, and it has helped me grow so much. Just concentrating on my business, concentrating on my social media platforms when I can. It just gets overwhelming, man, for real. To where like now I'm just so out of touch with what's going on out here, and I just stay within my bubble. You know what I'm saying? I just make sure I just live within my bubble that I created, and I just go out and make my money, come back in, and just keep building it up. That's all I can do, and I'm winning, and I'm at peace doing it this way too. When a motherfucker do that, I be thinking like, nah, you can't do whatever it is you projecting on other people 'cause you scared. You scared and don't believe it can be done. Bro, that be facts. I gotta ask and not trying to change the subject, but how you all over left. I see you in Brentwood, Antioch, Dallas, all over. I'm like, damn, you be up here in Clarksville. I'm having jungle, but how schedule work on that? Man, fam. I was told back in the day you don't turn away no business, man. So not trying to change the subject, but I talk on that a little bit. Back when I was struggling, I left the 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And I was really concerned about running out of work. Bro, I was taking on yards everywhere, all over Nashville. And then what I noticed is that's when your skill come in. You will start separating yourself from them other lawn care companies because I just need an opportunity to get in certain neighborhoods. So the moment I got them opportunities, even though I was killing myself on drive time in the beginning, you gotta lose in the beginning to win big in the end. I'm gonna throw that out there. But everywhere I had homes, bro, I started networking. I started ending with one, then I had three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and I kept building it up. So now, when I go to certain sides of town, I'm gonna be over there cutting. Especially last year when I had 171 yards, I would be on this side of town cutting like 18, 20, 25 yards on that side of town. Then the next day, I'm on a whole other side of town and I'm cutting this many yards over there. So we running through 'em. But I had to slim down because the majority of them was bi-weekly long, so the grass was too high. So when I slimmed down to weekly, it caused me to have more drive time, but I was able to fill the schedule up real quickly. Just kind of touch your bases on that. So yeah, but I do be all over the place though. And people do be scared though. Going back to Sean Williams, like people will try to project their fears on you. I call it the STD syndrome, like the yeah, scared to death syndrome. Like people that's scary or don't have the confidence within themselves, they would try to project their fears and lack of confidence on the people that's around them because they don't know they don't have any real insight on how to do it. So when people get nervous about it or don't have no insight, they 9 times out of 10 they go try to discredit it, like it's not possible for you to do it or pull some shit off like it. It said traffic crazy now too. Appreciate you address that. Now it's all good. It do be crazy out here. But like when you building something up or you have to restructure it, sometimes you got to start over and you might have to lose in the beginning to win big and rebuild it up on the back end. It happened. He said, bro got all the motion. I'm gonna be starting this spring. You motivation. I appreciate that, man. I be trying, bro. Like I'm really out here. I'm really out here in Nashville, and I took a different approach. So I just, really open myself up to the world. So all my clients know how I am. They know how, they know how I am. They know me personally. So a lot of times when I pull up, like they already know me because of my social media. I literally integrated business and personal and put it all together and just went up against the whole stereotype when people say you need to separate it. I went the opposite direction, bro. Where I could be myself on my own shit and still win out here and win in business because I'm really good at what I do and I be applying that pressure everywhere I go. Cause they calling me the Stripe King out here, man. They call say I be landing the meanest hieroglyphics out here. So and my motion jobs be impeccable. My installs be impeccable. Like anything I touch and I put my mind to, bro. If I put that camera on, I'm gonna make sure the shit looks impeccable, man. It's gotta look good, or I'm not touching it. Like for real, I'm a perfectionist. I don't rush on people's stuff, man. They give me an opportunity, but since I'm not rushing and I'm not ripping through these yards like these other companies, I have to get be paid accordingly because I'm giving it that much. You know what I'm saying? I had to fly. I had to give it the 110% because I had to work so hard and use what I had, bro. My skills honed in. And then when I was able to purchase and get the better equipment that I always wanted, that's why my stuff hit so hard because I knew how to do it on the old stuff. You know what I'm saying? For real. They said, man, I appreciate that. I know you talked about downsize and restructure. Yeah, and I did it this year. And let me know, man, like whatever you do, you can restructure some shit and just start all over. You'll be nervous at first with possibly losing a lot of clients, but you will thank yourself in the end because you got a peace of mind because you restructure. He said, how many people work with you, man? That's the interesting thing right there. Right now, I'm by myself out the fields again. But it's okay because it's the end of the season. I'm by myself out the fields. I lost my guy. Y'all saying on a situation I can't talk about because it's still caught up in some, you know what I'm saying? It's still caught up right now and I can't really speak on it. And then I have my mom that helps me out with my phone and my that helps me out with my scheduling and stuff, and my billing. And I have my counsel. I have my other sister that helps me out with legal matters. But it's like really we just three of us. And my other sister helps when she can, really. But it's just me going out in the fields right there, actually doing the hard work. So and they say it's hard to find good people, but I just know you got to go through the ringer to find them. Like it's hard to find them, so that means I might got to go through 10 to 15 people to find one good gym. And then I know I have to go through another 10, 15 to find other good gyms. Like you just gonna have to go through people, bro. They out here. You just can't be nervous about going through them. Fine, let them go. If they ain't working out, you see signs, go on and get them out of there because it's your business. Fuck it. I see on your Mac channel, gang, you doing your thing in Cashville. Yeah, I appreciate that. I am. Maximizing on what I have, bro. Just I'm really good at what I do. I'm really good at what I do. And so and I did I had to keep throwing this out there, man. Like I don't edit none of my clips, bro. I don't edit nothing. Like I'm tired of people asking me, man, what's your editing software, bro? I've never edited a clip in my life online except but before last year, March the 28th, I told myself I'm never editing nothing for the rest of my life. No videos will get edited about me. I'm not editing them. unless I'm putting a lot of them together and putting the title on them. But I'm not editing the content. I'm not taking out the uhs, the buts. I'm not doing any of that because you can't edit real life. I'm taking a different approach. Everything they do, I'm gonna go the other way. Everybody going right, Crawley gonna go left. For free. I ain't like they say you can't do it that way. I'm gonna do it that way. What they tell me to keep religion and politics out of anything. I'm talking about religion and politics. Hey, whatever they doing, I'm gonna do the opposite for real. They edit their clips. I've never edited my clips. I'm doing the complete opposite. It's just on me. That's on me. And we're gonna see how it work out then. Hang on, y'all. Cut back together. I said it's 47 after. Let me see. I'm going to land the plane tonight. I kind of been all around the place a little bit because I really ain't had no time. I got to sit down and structure this thing a little better. But I'm here. I showed up. That's all that matter. For real, it's another one's gonna be done. Let me see here where I can land this plane tonight. Trust yourself. Trust the process, man. Everything you had to go through in life and undergo is building you up to your moment. To your moment to when it's all gonna make sense to you. All the awful relationships you done been through, situations where you had to grow up, maybe you was the problem and you realized it because you had to mature up and grow up some. You probably lost a lot of situations, a lot of relationships that you probably should have cultivated a lot more than you did. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you had to let some people go that was using you, that was taking advantage of your situation, your niceness. Everything that you went through, bumps and bruises with the law enforcement, just whatever. Take your losses. You had to go down, lay down, you had to do time, whatever it is. Embrace that journey, man, because it's unique to you. You had to go through it. Don't never look down on yourself and try to discredit shit that you went through. You had to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Just embrace it. That's unique to your story, for real. The moment I started embracing my past and understand that I had to go through it and you can't change nothing up because you wouldn't be in this position right here if you go back in time and change anything. It might throw a whole course off so I wouldn't be in this moment. So I can't go back in time and change nothing. I just got a different outlook and I just respect the journey that I had to go through, them ups and downs, like them lonely nights to where like you just thinking that you doing everything wrong. Them are the moments that make and break people right there for real. And I won't change it up. To save my life, every ups and downs that I went through, I can't change it because it'll change up who you are as a person. And what I just know, just to embrace it, man, for real. The moment you do that and you're not ashamed of your past and what you had to undergo and go through, your life will change. For real. And just know if you embrace it, you got more courage than anybody else. And if you can talk about it, that puts you in a whole nother tier. Because then you can help out other people that really can't express themselves well. They can't articulate it or talk about it or get their thoughts out. You will help them so much to develop strength, man, for real. And you won't even realize it. I can't make it up. He said, "Hey, John, I appreciate you, bro. You talk the truth and I support you. I appreciate that, fam. That's love, man. I can only tell people how it happened to me and my viewpoints. That's it. And people just gotta respect it. Because just like everybody else got an opinion, I have my own opinion too. But I know for a fact I ain't finna try to discredit nobody or try to tell somebody they can't do something because, hey man, somebody drive and they passion, it can get them anywhere they want to get to in life. And they gonna understand it's gonna be that long road to get there. And if they willing to go down that journey, bro, they go get to any destination. Anybody can put their mind to. They go get there. It's just they go be battle tested to see how bad they want it. And that's where that cream rise to the top right there. When everybody talk about cream rise to the top, yeah, we gonna see how bad you want it. How much you willing to sacrifice to make it rise to the top. For real. You ain't gotta cut corners and nothing like that. It's gonna be a slower process for you. But sooner or later, all the corner cutting or scheming and getting over on people, sooner or later it's gonna come to a head and you got to face it along your pathway too. If you think you finna take it the easy way, I'm hot at you. You go fuck around and find out on the back end that it ain't that sweet. For real, you try to cheat it. It's regulations and it's things in place to catch people. But when they try to cheat the game and they pay for it, I know about it. You go pay. You go pay for it. When you do it, you set it up on good foundation and you take your time and you build it. When you get there, they can't tear it down, bro, because it's built up on good foundation. They can't destroy it. You know what I'm saying? But if you build up on flawedness, bro, I just need to be far away from people for when that infrastructure crumble down. It's go crumble. Cause I done went through and seen a lot of people that faked the whole image and had a whole different ulterior motive. I done been around people like that, had to get people recently out of my life that was like it. People still on some diabolical line and telling these wolf tickets out here, man. I be happy to let it go and let them live, man. I be doing my best to take the high road on a lot of situations, man. It be so hard at times to have a forgiving heart when you know somebody's still out here spewing untruthful information and you got all the evidence. It be so hard to let them live, man. I be having to laugh to catch myself from stupid to certain levels. But sometimes I be telling myself, man, you go one day you gonna make time for it, man. And you gonna clown 'em. You will, 'cause like it's a part behind about man, bro. That's the problem in society right now because it's too much sucker shit to just be getting. People be letting that stuff slide, man. Like people just be so foul out here. And people be all about nah, take the high road. You can't let it get you gotta let what happens to them is gonna happen to them. Sometimes I be like, man, let me go on and hip this along the way. Let me go. I know it's gonna get taken, but let me go on and just push it on along. And I put it on there. Everything. I don't even know how they got caught up in it. Like this soap, this real life soap opera that I'm undergoing behind the scenes. Like it's crazy, man. I can't even begin to tell y'all some of these stories. Y'all wouldn't even believe it, man. How within this community that I represent so hard, how it could be so much going on behind the scenes. And I can't do them but laugh at it, man, because I've been communications with so many people. It's just it's interesting. I tell you, bro. It's really interesting, man. I can't I, on another show, man, I'm gonna let y'all live my life a little bit more, man. But if you if you pay attention, like my profile paints out a story. If you kind of put two and two together, kind of pay attention, it paints out a story. And I and like it's backgrounds behind things, man. It's like, man, how did you end up here, man? For real. And I can't do the but laugh, bro. I was like, man, you ended up in certain situations because you are who you are. It's because you are who you are, bro. And it's like, and I'm telling myself it's only gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? And not worse like, I'm just gonna have to be able to handle a lot more. I'm just gonna have to be able to handle a lot more. That's it. He said sound like some hate already. Bro, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up off here, man. I be feeling it, but I try not to let it get to me to the point to where it's gonna get me off my rocker though. But yeah, it be some how can I word this, man? I did my thing on the unorthodox way. Like how I did my platform and restructure myself to be who I am and not worrying about what people think about me and just go speak my mind because I'm going at it in a good way. It's so unorthodox, bro, that I don't think they can believe that I'm in a position that I'm in right now. I'm gonna word it like it. Like I'm literally flooring people that's like been in it for a while and how I took my approach, which was so unorthodox. It was unheard of. It ain't gonna work. You're not gonna get the opportunities that you should be getting because you're not putting on a certain way. Not seeing my vision or where I see me projected to, and I kept going working my vision. Then now I'm in this situation to where I'm like in the yeah, boy, I'm in the it be interesting. My life be interesting. But I'm having fun at the same time, and I'm in it like it. Hey man, don't let nobody try to discredit y'all. Have as much fun as you can in life and try to get you at least 15 laughs in a day. Try to laugh extremely hard at least 15 times. And try your best to look for the good, even though the walls is closing in on you. Everything is crumbling around you. There's always some positive in it. You search for that positive, it'll help you get through them moments in life. I'm gonna throw that out there too, because that's what helped me. And get you some good solid people around you, bro. They'll help you stay afloat too. You don't need a lot of people, you just need a handful of some solid ones, bro. Just to get you one or two of them in your life. Y'all help each other get to that next level, bro. And then you will thank me later, man, because when you start elevating, there's so much stuff you got to be able to weed through and get through. Cause everybody don't have good intentions, for real, and it's just what it is out here, man. But when you open yourself up to the world, like that's something you just gonna have to deal with, and a possibility of just getting disappointed by people because you just don't know what their intentions is. Like you literally opening yourself up and you can't shut down and be like, I ain't fucking with no new people because how you go in your possibility to develop better relationships because you think like it. Because you don't let a bad experience from your past pin you down so you don't open yourself up to build new relationships with people. And I see so many people like that and they hurt their own opportunities. And I'm not gonna do that. I just still have to leave myself open for people to just think they finna dupe me or take advantage of me. And I just know, man, I'm just sit back and just wait it out, man, because the truth will come out before the smoke clear. Before it's all said and done, the truth always come out. I keep it 100, man. Risk taker. I'm just being honest, bro, and I'ma laugh. I'ma laugh a couple times, if not about 15 times a day. I'ma laugh hard. If I just don't laugh at my damn self for real. But I appreciate y'all tapping in. YouTube, I'm out.